Right, so there's quite a lot to unpack today, just because there is quite a lot of face masks. So the purpose of today's training is to obviously understand the face mask range to enable you to confidently sell these and use these in your products. So if I go kind of through our overview of face masks, so as we know, they're all kind of free from those nasties that we often talk about, so SLS, MI, MCI, and parabens. So the range of masks are derived from natural herbs, plants, flowers, and fruits. So you'll see that in the different ingredients coming through. We have 4 types which you can choose from. So we have Peeloff, sheet, cream, and clay. So they're the 4 different types in all the ranges. There is something for every skin type and every type of person. They're gender neutral and they're mainly vegan. So there are a couple that aren't, which I have listed. So again, those customers who are very concerned with that ethos, we can accommodate them. Obviously, we don't test on animals, and they're also preservative free as well. And the reason I love these face masks is they're really customizable. So you can really kind of customize it to a client's skin. You don't have to like stick to the same old. If they're coming in for maybe a Illuminate facial, you don't necessarily have to use the Illuminate mask. You could use something else if you think that's going to be a little bit better for them. Or you could completely customize a facial with any cleanser, toner, exfoliator, mask, etc. And then you could chop and change each week. And then, of course, the client can take it home, which I think is really great. And then they get 1, 2, or 3 applications out of each mask, depending on which type it is. So there's loads of stuff that you can kind of do with these masks. So if I kind of just go through my types. So our kind of marketing blur is masks are a perfect prep for a night on the tiles, weekend away, picking up pamper, in-flight rescue, or slow you down detox. So obviously there's all the different types that you can choose from, and when we often talk about tilties is all those impulse purchases. These are the masks. This is what you want to have at the front of your reception desk, because when they are £8.50, £12, you're like, oh yeah, I'll get one of those. Oh, I'll get one of those. And they make really good stocking fillers, great birthday gifts. If you're doing like baskets for people, you know, it's like pick and mixy kind of present. I think they're a really great addition. And obviously they're not going to break the bank either, which is what we like. So my 4 types, I've got my peel off. So great for dry skin, it temporarily tightens the skin, great for regulating semen, great for blackheads, blemishes as well. And then obviously with this one, it's just making sure you get that application correct. So you want to do as thick as you can around the outside of the face. So you can then obviously peel it off, because there's nothing worse than picking at somebody's face if you've not done it thick enough. So I always say use a little bit less water, because we can add more. If you add too much water, you've kind of gone too far. So a cream mask is our next one. So they're typically more gentle, so great for more of a sensitive skin, and they typically contain hyaluronic acid, and they're more about hydrating the skin, kind of restoring that natural radiance as well. We then have our sheet masks. So sheet masks are great because they allow the skin to rest while it's saturated with that beautiful product. So obviously it tends to be saturated with something quite hydrating, maybe collagen, maybe something brightening. And it's all about pushing moisture back into the skin. And then finally, we have clay or mud masks. So ours are made with the natural clay from the Austrian Alps. And the concept behind them is they draw out those impurities from the pores. Great for like a normal oily skin. They don't strip the skin, and they're just really great, I think, for any kind of breakouts, I always find. So these are our 4. So if we dive in, so first we've got our 79 pearl and gold face mask for healthy aging, and that is £12.80. It's a one-use only mask, and it's called number 79 because that is the element on the periodic table for any of you science buffs. So we have done this before in the gold range, so we know that gold is such a lovely ingredient. It does lock in moisture, it's really anti-inflammatory as well, and it also helps to maintain collagen in the skin, so it's that wonderful healthy aging product. The extra ingredient in this is the pearl powder, and pearl powder has loads of amazing properties as well. So it is going to help to minimise those pores, reduce redness, and rejuvenate as well. The extra addition on this is your algae, which is seaweed. And we know how amazing seaweeds are. I'm sure you see them in other brands as well. Seaweeds are just such a wonderful product. And it's because of the different trace minerals they get in depending on where they are within the ocean or how cold the water is, etc. So I'm just admitting another person. And they're really good at hydrating, plumping, and anti-aging as well. How to use, so 10 ml of water, 30 grams of paste, mix it quickly, and then obviously applying that thicker layer to the outside. You know, don't let it dribble down the face. Nobody likes that. And then again, I've just got peel-offs tend to be for exfoliating, improving skin's texture and unclogging pores. So this is your healthy aging one. So obviously somebody who's looking for like a pick-me-up, wanting that rejuvenated, reducing pores, because as we do know, as we age, the pores tend to gape just because they lack hydration as well. So really great one for a more mature customer. We've then got our Illuminate cream mask. So this is not vegan, and the reason it's not vegan is because it has beeswax in it. So beeswax in this particular product is really antibacterial, and it helps to lock in moisture as well. So we know that a cream mask is typically more gentle and focuses on hydration. So this is great for a really sensitive skin. It's also obviously really good for your age spots, anyone who needs that kind of illuminating, but it does a whole host of things as well. So you've also going to get that sebum control, give you that mattifying effect as well. You've got shea butter in there, that's helping with your collagen production. And it is the blend of alpine plants, which we have spoken about in the Illuminate training, and they really provide that cooling and calming antiviral properties as well. So really kind of a gentle mask, but giving you a youthful kind of glow back to the skin. And that one is £10.80. And you're getting 2 to 3 applications. So even though my pictures are slightly different, they all come in the silver packaging. In case anyone was wondering, they all come that way, but I've just used different images because it's nicer. If I then move back to a peel off. So in this particular peel off, this one is vegan, great. So if they were coming for Illuminate facial and they wanted to use the whole Illuminate range, you would just use your peel off instead. £9.20. And to use this one, 45 ml of water and 15 grams. I have got how to use on each slide because each mask, you do use them slightly different. It's not always the same water ratio to the paste. So just obviously make sure that you do read the instructions rather than just throw some water in. And me personally, I like to use warm water because I think it feels nicer when applying to the skin for a client rather than that cold kind of like on the skin. That's just my tip. So like we know, peel-offs, great unclogging pores, skin texture, etc. The main action of this mask is to obviously activate circulation and penetrate those ingredients in. It is going to lock in moisture because rice has that protective filming effect as well. But then it also has whitening aspects. And what I mean by whitening is brightening, because we know the Illuminate is all about that pigmentation, age spots, etc. And we did speak about orzinol a lot. From the Illuminate range, it's one of our key actives, and orzinol is the oil from rice bran, and that is going to help with blemishes and age spots. You can use it anywhere on the body, so you could use it on your hands, or maybe there's a décolleté if you so desired. But again, it's completely up to you. And then when I'm saying you get 2 applications from this mask, and I've got it on other slides, it means in the silver packet. So this is from a retail perspective. Obviously, all of these do come in a professional size. I think, oh no, they don't. Some of them do, some of them don't. You'll be able to see on the website which ones are 1 kg or not. Cucumber peel-off face mask. This is £8.70. So with this one, again, you can see it's 25 ml to 25 gram, and you form that paste. So cucumber holds 96% water, so it's very, very hydrating. This particular mask, I would say, is great for thirsty skin, that skin that really needs a drink of water. It's also rich in vitamin C as well, so it's really brightening as well. It will be detoxifying, refreshing as well, and you've got the marine algae in there as well. So it's got those rich vitamins in, which I spoke about earlier about why we like seaweed so much. So you do have that antioxidant protection. It's going to visibly brighten the skin and purify it as well. So again, great for sensitive skin, this one, that really dehydrated, needs a drink. Really great for right now, actually, especially with the central heating on. I don't know about you guys, but I've had snow and then it's been really mild and I had snow again. So my skin, I can see it's dehydrated. So something like this would be just really good. It's just obviously pushing that moisture in. We've then got bilberry and chamomile. So this is, again, amazing for sensitive skin. And the reason is it's because it's the bilberry. So the bilberry really helps to strengthen those capillaries. So you tend to see sometimes on a more mature sensitive skin, there's a lot of redness or maybe broken capillaries, and it's just because the skin is so sensitive. Anything kind of too harsh can just kind of damage it almost. So it's that, you know, that paper thin kind of skin you kind of see. So this is really, really great for that as well. You've also got the chamomile in there, and that reduces inflammation. So this, I'm just thinking, if you think of the client you see with that skin that you think even is touch sensitive and you're a bit like, oh god, put some heat on, the face is red, this will be really, really good at that, at just kind of like really calming it down, so they don't walk out of the salon with that kind of red face. It's a little bit more calmer. Again, you've got the algae in there, so that's really healing. It's got those lovely properties with vitamins, trace elements, antioxidant protection as well. 2 applications from this mask. And then obviously, again, you've got the ingredients, not ingredients, sorry, how to use it on the side with your 45 ml to your 15 gram, etc. So anyone who's very, very sensitive, this is the mask for them. They shouldn't have any problems with this at all. And it should obviously quite leave them with a really beautiful, kind of clean, smooth, that kind of really nice, like paley kind of glowy effect that you can get when you get sensitive skin, rather than when it can be a little bit angry, blotchy. So this is the one I would recommend for that, because obviously you've got that chamomile in there. Tea tree willow leaf peel off mask, so £8.70, and again, this is vegan. So I'm sure we all know about how amazing tea tree is and all its fantastic properties. I know about it, and what I've wrote here is obviously that it was used by Australian Aborigines years ago, and they discovered its amazing antiseptic properties and antimicrobial properties as well. So really great for an oily acne skin, really antibacterial, really great at reducing that inflammation, really healing as well. So it's just a really, really great kind of mask for that type of skin. So extra kind of things in there, you've got your zinc and your sulfur, and the willow, and they help to kind of reduce that sebum, reduce the appearance of blackhead, pimples. We've got the marine algae in there again, so it's that healing, strengthening properties. And then there's also menthol in there, so that has that nice cooling effect on the skin, because you don't want to stimulate kind of an acne skin too much. You just kind of really want to cool it and take away that inflammation. So really, really great one, especially any adult acne you may get, and or maybe for teens as well, or any breakouts. I often find I break out, especially sort of around my period, so really great for that. You could even do like a half and half tea tree and then maybe half hydrating on the top. Do a mix and match. It's always nice for that as well. And that one's £8.70. We've then got our Resurrection Collagen Serum Infused Sheet Mask. This is lovely. I've used this one a few times. It is a one use only. And the concept behind this is bring skin back to life. So great for dry skin. The sheet mask is impregnated with like a rich collagen serum. So it helps the skin keep its hydrolypic film. So that's that film that locks in all the moisture. In this, we've got vitamin E, and that really helps to stop that water loss through the epidural junction. Skin will be more soft and supple. We've then got collagen in there as well, and we obviously know how fantastic collagen is. It's going to help maintain elasticity, resistance, and help dermal tissue as well. Easy to use, no mixing, so literally just whack it on your face. And we know sheet masks are great because they allow the skin to rest. So like I said, it's saturated with that collagen, and then you're obviously placing it on the skin, and it's then helping to really like lock that in. So you kind of, when you peel it back again, you have that really beautiful, glowy, plumped up skin, great for like any wrinkle lines, etc. So that's £10.80. So ultimate boost, great for an event, maybe wedding, just general pick me up. We then have our Aragon Charcoal Serum Infused Sheet Mask as well. That was £10.80. So this, again, easy to use, no mixing, whack it on the face. And this is great for your oily combination skins, or maybe anyone who's having a bit of maskne right now, just to really, really help with any of those breakouts. So it inhibits inflammation, which is great. And you've got the charcoal in there, and that helps to kind of get rid of impurities, get rid of those toxins. It also helps to mattify, reduce pores, fights shine, gets rid of clogged pores. You've got vitamin B in there, so it's going to purify the skin as well. And then the reason it's called Aragon charcoal is it's because the Aragon Isle of Chios, that's how you say it. So that's where it's from, so that's why it's called that. So again, it's going to stop that shine you get if you're very oily, and then help control any bacterial growth as well. So yeah, I do like this one. Again, anyone who's coming to you now and saying, oh, I'm breaking out because I have to wear a mask all the time, really great one to help with that as well. We then have our Cellulose eye and mouth patches. So the writing on this says like ×3, and it doesn't mean a pack of 3, it means there's 3 items in the pack. So obviously you've got your 2 eyes and then your mouth as well. So it's made of like a resin gum, that's the texture, and it acts like a second skin, so you can just obviously leave it on, you don't have to lie down. So I could obviously pop these on now whilst I was talking to you. Easy to use, whack it straight on the skin. And what it's going to do is it's obviously helping with that healthy aging, so it's tightening and lifting obviously under those delicate eye areas and around the mouth as well. So decongest, anti-puffiness and moisturising. And then your actives in this, you've got your glycerin. So that's scientifically proven to hydrate the skin for up to 24 hours. And I would always use a pack of these before an event. So I pop them under my eyes to make my eyes sparkly. Sometimes I'd maybe do my eye makeup and then I would remove them and then do like my foundation, concealer, etc. And the eye area just really pops. You don't get that any like lines, any like cakey makeup lines. So really, really great. So that's kind of would be my party go-to. Also great for dark circles and any puffiness as well. So just like a real decongestion, getting rid of those dark circles, plumping them out, making the eyes look sparkly. The eyes are the window to the soul. So yeah, so I really like these ones, and they're $7.70 as well. So again, a great kind of party one. That's how I would personally sell it myself. If we move on to our organic cocoa face drench mask, $7.70, and this is vegan. So how to use this one, it's a little bit different. So you place the sachet in a bowl of hot water for 1 to 2 minutes until it melts, and then you apply it to the face with a brush or a spatula. I mean, you could use your fingers if you want, but it's a bit messy. And then obviously just remove with a damp cloth, etc. And then if you do have any left over, you could place it in the fridge and then reheat it once more. So it obviously depends on how much you use. So it is 100% organic and natural, and it does have the cacao, so that's the only thing that's in there. So that scent promotes a feeling of well-being, relieves stress, which I think we all need right now. It's rich in those flavonols, so they help to maintain elasticity. It's also high in antioxidants and vitamin E as well, so it has anti-aging properties too. And then it's also going to help hydrate and leave the skin really nourished as well. So it's just a really kind of nice, it's a really nice mask. It smells good enough to eat, but obviously don't eat it, but it has those lovely additional benefits. It's obviously your antioxidants, that well-being, fights against free radicals, which you spoke about last week, and keeping that skin really elastic, that elasticity, which is what we want, that tight elastic band. So if we move on to our pure Rizal mud and clay mask, this is $7.70. I actually used this one yesterday, very easy to use. 15 grams of water. I obviously use warm water, mix it very, very quickly, it becomes a paste, and then obviously just apply straight to the skin. I used a spatula, it's very, very easy to use. And then obviously once it's kind of dried, then remove it. I like to then wet the mud back and then remove it, because sometimes it can be quite hard if it's dried properly. So then I would wet the skin and then take it off. So our clay has come from the Austrian Alps, and they help to draw out impurities, remove dead skin cells, and leave the skin really cleansed and detoxified. So it's very calming. It's great for psoriasis, any eczema, irritable skin. Your skin's left soft. The great properties that the mud has, it has Jamaica in there, so that improves the feel of the skin. It has silica, so that aids skin regeneration. It's also great on the hairline as well, so it can help strengthen your hair follicles. So anyone who's had kids and knows the mum fringe just here, which we seem to get for some reason, that just never goes away. Really great on those little bits. Obviously, then you need to wash your hair as well. Also great for any breakouts because it will refine pores, great for acne. So it's a real great all-rounder. So even that sensitive skin with like your psoriasis, eczema, but then even somebody with acne. So I was having a few breakouts. So for me, it was just really lovely. And I thought my skin was really clear afterwards. So I like this one, and it's vegan. We then have our Ariara Cherry Peeloff Face Mask, £8.70. So again, you can see that it's the 15-gram powder with 45 ml of water, so slightly different. So I didn't realise how amazing cherries were, and it makes me want to go out and buy some more cherries. So cherries have one of the highest vitamin C content measured in any fruit, and I'm sure you guys know how amazing vitamin C is. It's really great at brightening the skin. Lots of other brands use it, and they have like dedicated vitamin C serums, etc. But this is the mask with the dedicated vitamin C. So it's going to make the skin firm, elasticity, great with healthy aging. It can also minimize blemishes. It's healing, it's great for scars, it speeds up that cellular renewal process, and really great antioxidant as well, so neutralizing those free radicals. It's also packed with vitamin A as well, so super healthy aging. So we all know vitamin A is a really good vitamin to be taking on its own because it's really good for healthy aging in general. So this is again ultimate healthy aging skin, and £8.70. So it is on the cheaper side of our healthy aging versus the gold, which is £12.80. But I like this one. So when I looked into this, I was like, oh, I'm going to go buy some cherries. And then this is also fantastic as well. So I don't think we talk about this particular mask enough. This is our apple stem cell regeneration. So when I did the research on this as well, I was a bit like, oh, this is amazing. So it's the Phytocell Tech ND liposol preparation is based on the stem cells of the Swiss, I'm probably going to say this wrong, Utual spaluba apple. I think that's how you would say it. So it's the particular apple that we're using. It has this unique ability to heal itself, and it lasts for months longer than normal apples. So they've taken that technology and they're like, how do we apply this obviously to us to heal itself, because that's what aging is essentially. It's the cells breaking down, and also how they're going to last longer. So like the apple lasts longer, how do we make our cells last longer? So again, ultimate healthy aging with this one. It's known to fight chronological aging. Perfect. It preserves youthfulness and vitality of the skin as well. We also have other ingredients in here as well. So you've got grape, white mulberry, and soapwort. So they're really good to help with depigmentation as well. So this again is that ultimate anti-aging mask. So not only is it helping kind of fight the signs of aging, the chronological aging, it's then also helping on a deeper level with that depigmentation, so those age spots. Again, really great at fighting those free radicals, which is what we want. And then it's also going to promote cellular renewal. So this is a beautiful mask. So I entice you to use more of this in your treatments, in your facials, talk about it, do some research on this particular apple because it was very interesting, and to understand it a little bit more, I was fascinated by it. And obviously stem cells in general is just the technology and the science behind it is just so fascinating and interesting. I don't know enough about it because I'm not obviously a biologist, but again, if you look at stem cells in plants and what they can do, it's just amazing. So how to use 25 grams, 100 ml, and it's just a one application mask as well. So I applaud you all to try this one and you won't be disappointed. So that's the mask. What I've added in as well, just because they kind of don't really fall into any categories. So I have added in the Bamboo Intense Exfoliation. It comes in similar packaging. So this is an exfoliation. How to use, so you mix 10 gram with 30 ml in a bowl. Apply to the skin, massage, and then you leave it. So it's kind of like a mask, but obviously it is an exfoliation. So I've spoke about before why we want to exfoliate, because we know it makes our other products work effectively. It revives dull skin, it speeds up that cellular renewal process, you're more glowy, youthful, so it's healthy aging as well. So bamboo has a really high natural occurring silica, and silica is the essential function for collagen, which is the protein our body. The more collagen we have, the more plumped we look. So it's really great for anti-aging as well. Stimulates the skin, clears the skin, but then also you've got obviously those great properties of exfoliating. And this one is a mechanical exfoliation, so it's you physically doing it rather than an AHA. And then our last one is our Superfood exfoliation. So 6 applications out of this pouch. So you apply 50p piece to your fingertips and massage into cleansed, damp skin on the face and the neck. Obviously rub in circular motions and then remove with a hot mitt. And then we'd obviously move on to the mask as well. So again, all the same reasons why exfoliation is amazing. This is also going to be anti-aging as well. You've got fatty acids in here, so omega-3 and 6 to help protect that top layer. And you've got cranberries in there as well. And they've long been known for their medicinal and nutritional properties. Rich in vitamin C, so that brightening, healing, smoothing effect, and rich in citric acid as well. So we've just added that one in. So there's a few exfoliators for customers to try. So we've got 2 packets, or obviously we've got the jars with the gold and the Illuminate as well. So just different textures, depending on how they want to use it. It's up to them, and that's